record I ever bought. I mean, I like pop music in general. I think it's my favorite kind of type of music. So I guess the first record I actually ever bought was, the first single I ever bought was this kind of one-hit wonder pop star who did a cover of the Jackson 5, Rockin' Robin. She was called Lolly, and she was like a bubblegum pop star. And then the first album I bought was Britney Spears' debut album, Baby One More Time. And then after that, the second one was Slipknot. So you know, I did a big transition. I suppose the records that kind of influenced me, I mean, they're influencing me now, I would say, are, I mean, like, I really like a lot of like the mainstream like dance music that's getting really popular in America now. You know, like they call it EDM. It's just dance music essentially.
Yeah.
So I like, I really like, I like very commercial dance music. Like personally, I think like it's just like so maximalist and so. It can kind of like reach every single person. Like it's not exclusive depending on like what scene you're into or you know how cool you are with it. Yeah. And I love like all these the kind of like 90s Eurodance stuff like that, like Paradiso, Bailando. Do you know that song?
Bailando.
When I first started out, I was 16 and didn't really know a lot about electronic music, didn't really know a lot about music in general really, and I kind of came across people who were making music that sounded like video games, and I suppose like I was never trying to get famous or anything with it, I was just making these songs, and it kind of built up its own little kind of fan base, and over time I just stopped really being interested in it that much. It wasn't something that I suppose I was really interested in anymore. I mean, I still like it, and there's still elements of that in the stuff that I make now. But then I got more interested in like trance music and kind of like 90s kind of dance music and electronica, and especially like Italian like piano house music and stuff like that. Like I don't know, and I just started incorporating that into the stuff that I was doing. I suppose I was with this record label, Ministry of Sound, for a while when I first started out, and it just kind of like it didn't really work out with them very well. So I took 8 months off and thought, you know, what am I gonna make? But like, what do I actually want to make? And then so I made this EP and did all this like tropical 90s influenced rave artwork. And off the back of that, at the exact same time that I put that EP out, there were other people who were making kind of, for some reason, like I have no idea how, but they were making very similar stuff. And that's how seapunk started. Yeah, and it was funny, like just because Ultra Demon, Albert Redwine, this guy, he messaged me and he's like, this is so weird, we're doing like the exact same type of thing, and yeah, for some reason, like none of us had really talked or met before. The only one who I'd spoken to before seapunk was you know, Leaf, the rapper, I mean, I suppose seapunk was always more of like a look, like an aesthetic, as opposed to an actual music style, because I think everybody who was kind of the original artist, which was like Ultra Demon, Zombel, me, Leaf, Teams and stuff, like all their music was very different, but we all kind of had a very similar image. So yeah, I mean, the stuff that I make, I suppose, is a little different from the stuff that they do. The stuff around the time that seapunk started was a lot more kind of tropical than the stuff that I'm doing now. Now it's more like trance, like kind of stuff. I've been looking at like I know it's like a very uncool. I suppose a lot of people think it's very uncool, but I love like Dutch hardstyle. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. So I kind of been looking into that and incorporating little elements of that, and just kind of looking at like I just suppose I like hard dance music. So it's going more of a kind of trancey style now.